Social media and young people, controversial influence. Introduction. It is impossible to imagine the modern world without technologies that make life easier. Nowadays, it is a common thing when people to use an appropriate application to talk to each other on a real-time basis, even when they are on different continents. Such technologies are said to be an integral part of modern society, providing their users with a few advantages. For example, social media is considered a popular platform that gathers millions of people from various world countries. As soon as social media sites make it possible to communicate with others, find different kinds of information, and express thoughts without any limitations, young people become their target audience. Even though many tend to believe that this computer technology brings positive aspects only, the real state of affairs is different, and numerous children and teenagers suffer from social media. Thus, this phenomenon results in many adverse effects for young people, and this situation is complicated because multiple causes lead to a single impact, while numerous effects can be a result of a single cause. Main body. To begin with, one should note that social media sites still have some positive effects. Firstly, it is a useful communication vehicle that enables many people to stay in touch with others. There is no doubt that chatting is more convenient in some situations compared to traditional verbal communication, and appropriate messengers and websites provide young people with this possibility. Secondly, the most popular social media sites are something more than just communication vehicles. It is believed that young people consider these platforms the primary source of information instead of books, newspapers, and various news releases. Thirdly, social media is an excellent tool for its users to share information and express their thoughts freely. It is said that many young people need an opportunity of this kind to keep their psychological health in order. Thus, the information above proves that social media platforms offer some advantages that explain their popularity. However, their adverse effects outweigh the positive ones significantly, and it is necessary to consider these effects and their causes in detail. Social media is negative for young people because it results in poor results in both schools and higher educational establishments. It is a typical case that a person who is an active social media user tends to have worse marks in comparison with those students who use these platforms moderately. This effect is explained by the fact that young people spend a lot of time surfing their social media sites. It refers to both when they are in classes and when they are at home. As a result, they neither listen to professors nor have enough time to complete home exercises. Furthermore, poor education results are also explained by content distributed via the internet. In the modern world, it is said to be accessible to neglect educational obligations, and social media platforms convey this message. Consequently, many students appear under the influence of this content and refuse to study hard. Thus, poor education is a substantial consequence of the overuse of social media. On the other hand, the fact that young people spend much time on social media also negatively influences their health. Firstly, those people who are addicted to social media tend to go to bed late. Such situations are dangerous because insufficient sleep has hazardous effects on the brain. Secondly, active users of these platforms have neither time nor desire to engage in physical activities that are detrimental to avoiding some diseases. It is an acute situation because many young people who are far from sports can get severe health issues early, which will make them suffer for their whole life. In addition to that, smartphones, laptops, and other devices produce appropriate emissions that affect different parts of organisms. For example, eyes significantly suffer when people are addicted to social media. Furthermore, psychological health is also under threat because social media platforms can lead young people to an imaginary world that is different from reality. Thus, the two effects above are interconnected because the single cause evokes them. Conclusion. To conclude, social media is an integral part of modern society because it unites many people. As with everything in the world, this phenomenon is dual, providing both advantages and disadvantages. Even though it is possible to mention a few positive features, including convenient communication, information sharing, and expressing thoughts freely, the harmful effects of social media platforms are still more influential. It is challenging to solve this situation because the adverse effects are caused by numerous phenomena, while a single cause results in many negative consequences. For example, poor education results are evoked by the fact that young people spend much time on social media. At the same time, this reason deprives many social media users of the possibility of engaging in sports, which worsens the state of their health. As a result, young people should be aware of these harmful effects to minimize their impact.